Let me get that over there. Maybe have to do a little bit of shrinkage, which we never like. I know I don't. Good morning, everybody. I see my sister up in the building, Rebecca Lanya Bueno, KC. I also see Liberty and Justice up in the building as well. Oh, no, I don't. I see Mark Dorfman in here. I see Luigi. I also see all of the people letting you guys know that we're here this morning. Wanted to thank you guys and give a shout out and a prayer to every single person that's in the comments. Let's go. Trump. Why is the First Lady being sued over Jeffrey Epstein? Let's go, you guys. It's already that time. I swear to you, it feels like it never ends. Feels like every day is our bottom line. Guess what? It actually is. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also, double tap that screen to get those likes up, because we close, y'all. We close. It's almost Halloween. We almost at that time. What we got over here? I see Luigi. I see Jay Woods, Mark Dorfman. Who else we got? Solo Thug 8995. Eyes are doing real good this morning. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving me some clearer vision, because you know how these joints be doing. Jay Woods, G5V. Who else we see up in here? That's right, my sister Rebecca Lanya Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. As you guys can see, we definitely had to go out, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I recommend go get this book and support Nobody's Girl, Virginia Roberts Giuffre. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. What we got? What we got? It's time. Whew, another one. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. That's what happens with a good night's sleep. Come on, y'all. Wait a minute, I'm tripping. Wind it up. You be taking too long. I'll be ready to get rid of you. Wind it up. Wind it up. I said wind it up. It's your turn, damn it. It's time. Let's go. What did I say? If you don't... Come on. Olay. Don't play. I was not playing. I threatened to watch. I ain't playing. Y'all know how sometimes you just got to get analog on them. Tap it up. Y'all know we about to do this morning. We got to get those cool fingertips to open up those pores. And what is he going to do this morning? Yes, with keeping in the theme of Halloween. Will he actually wear a costume on that day? I don't know. What's he going to say? Say. Dum 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 dum. We going there. Dum 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 dum. Y'all know my madness. Dum 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 dum. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, I said, Joe, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Come on, y'all. We gonna keep on going too. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Something strange run through your head. I said, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. That's right, y'all. An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I can't hear you. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Woo, boy, I'm telling you, y'all know why I'm open though, right? Because if bump that B, it's Saturday the 25th. That's right, y'all, 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, but we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that just got me lit. Busted makes me feel good. All my Ghostbusters fans out there, everybody representing for today. Yes, that took a lot out of me, but guess what? You know how your boys do. I like to leave it all on the field and keep it real. Because y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Y'all knew where I was going with that too, right? It's something strange in your neighborhood. Shout out to Ray Parker Jr. Who we got up in the building? Let's get the rest of these prayers out right here. We got Nina. We praying for who else we got up in the building. We praying for my sister Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Jay Woods, Mark Dorfman, Batty Lynn, Casey up in the building, Luigi, Jay Woods, Liberty, Casey, Jay Woods. I see you guys, angels among us, and everybody who's not here. Like who's that? Kendra Walker. That's right, we don't forget you, and we don't forget VIP Auction Group, and also Dot Focus, and many, many more. You guys, amen. Let's keep it moving, you guys. I told you already, Trump, why is the First Lady being sued over Jeffrey Epstein? That's our heading. I got a lot to get into this morning. It's Saturday. Y'all know how we normally do. Damn you. Welcome to Our Bottom Line. It's your boy, BOOGOTTINYC. Damn you. Yes, we're about to do the show. I don't know what got me so turned up like this. I guess it's just the fact that you guys are here. And that's what I used to do every Saturday morning. I get my bowl of cereal and just watch cartoons and just hang out. So you know what? I'm going to try to be entertaining to you guys just as much as what I remember when I was a young lad, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So you know what? Without any further ado, no more games. We got a lot to get into. And with that being said, I got a full clip and I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack this clip, let you guys see what we got going on today with current events, trending topics. We got everything from overseas with China tariffs to, I think we got some elephants in the Congo that we're going to be going to as well. You never know where we're going to land. I'm going to try to do my best to get it done, make sure that we're on topic. Do me a favor, you guys, if y'all appreciate the content, all I ask you to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up, because we're really trying to get those likes up. More people here, as well as to get our subscriptions up and the memberships. Also, notification bell is right there. All you got to do is tap that bell to let you know when we're on. But you know what I'm ready to do, right? You see, I'm already turning around. Because I got a full clip and I'm ready to get into it. And let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. What do we have here on the thumbnail this morning? We have Trump. Why is the First Lady being sued over Jeffrey Epstein? I got to tell you guys, the way it's happening is a very strategic move, because once you sue someone, that means that there's a possibility that you have to come to court and talk about why you're suing them. You do know that Melania Trump is suing someone right now, right? We're going to get into that, and I got much, much more for us to get into. Also, what do I have here? I've got Trump. He ends the Canada trade talks over a fake Ronald Reagan advertisement. Don't know if you guys know about this commercial that a part of Canada made, and Trump wasn't too happy about it. And guess what? Due to that, cut off trade deals. And we're going to get into it. We have that clip as well. Last but not least, our AI-powered soldiers, soon to be the future of warfare. Got to be honest with you, I'm kind of okay with that. Let's go to war with robots and see who has the most robots left, instead of it being human lives. I'll say that again. If you're going to go to war, let's do it with robots. Whoever has the most robots win. And this way to have least casualties as far as humans. I'm all with that. And as you guys can see, I wonder if these AI soldiers are going to be able to shapeshift. You know what I mean? Let's say, for instance, if it's a shape-shifting AI soldier, you're in the field and you out there like, yeah, I got to get this dude, got to get this guy. And this beautiful lady here pops in and you're like, hey, what you doing out here? Yeah, it's not a beautiful lady. It's an AI drone. Woo, got to be careful. You guys never know. And like I said, I'm ready to get to work. I'm ready to make sure I stack this deck so you guys get what you got to get out of the show. And let's get it on. I'm not even playing right now. Let's get to it. Let's stack this deck. What else do I have for you guys right here? Let's get it going. Got the president right now who says Mexico and Colombia are run by gangs. He just put it all on the line, talked about exactly what he said, what he felt. You know, the president doesn't pull any punches. Let's get into it, you guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday morning.
Really, Gleeman, you should go down and visit the Presidential Walk of Fame. Have you seen it? It's quite good. I'm sure that a lot of people coming to the White House, it's hot. It's very hot, but it's really a tribute to the presidents, past presidents of our country. Yeah, please.
Mr. President.
Yeah, behind you, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
So on Monday, a question for you as well as Secretary Noem. On Monday, Mayor Karen Bass of LA and Representative Robert Garcia, they held a press conference and they called for an investigation into DHS, accusing them of unlawfully arresting U.S. citizens and racially profiling and only arresting people because, in Robert Garcia's words, they look like me. He's a Hispanic individual. Do you have a response to that?
Are you asking me that question?
You as well as Secretary Noem.
They are arresting bad criminals, and they're really good at it, too. I look at the numbers, you know, they always like to say that, oh, you're arresting this and that. Then when you check it, you find out, geez, almost every single time. And, you know, obviously every once in a while they may get one wrong, but they always correct it. They're able to correct it. But they are arresting really bad people. They're arresting people that kill, people that would cut your throat and not even care about it. These are brave people, and it's very dangerous. And if they go even a little bit too far, they get into trouble, you know, which is a shame. I protect them, but they get into trouble. But they're arresting very serious criminals, and they're getting them out of here. Okay, one or two more. Doug, do you have a question? I'd love to have Doug have a question, our great photographer, because he's such a great guy, and he might be the most talented person over there. I don't know. Go ahead.
Notice how he threw the crowd under the bus real quick and said Doug was the smartest person over there, and then nobody even caught that. We got to keep on going, y'all. Woo! I'm gonna stack the deck and cover everything that he had to say. We're gonna get on over to another point where he talked about there was breaking news about reporters amidst East Wing, the demolition. These are tariffs and more things that are towards as far as like what's going on with HEGSEF as far as security and much more.
Where's Paul? Hi, Paul. What are you doing over there, Paul? Good job. Good speaker you are, though, Paul. I mean it, too. You've made some incredible speeches, and all from the heart, too, right? Some great ones. Today, you'll hear details from my national security and homeland security teams about the extraordinary historic achievements of this new Homeland Security Task Force since it became fully operational last month in all 50 states. The job they're doing. What we inherited from this past administration is like disgraceful. In a matter of weeks, the task force has made the largest number of arrests of cartel leaders, operatives, and gang members in American history, more than 3,000 and counting. That includes members of the ultra-violent New Generation Cartel, the Sinaloa Cartel, the LNFM Cartel, MS-13 Cartel, and you know MS-13, the gang, and Tren de Aragua, another beauty. That's a group of real garbage we have to deal with, that we shouldn't have to deal with. These are, in addition to the massive numbers of dangerous criminals my administration arrested nationwide since January 20th, numbering over 120,000. It's a record, and 120,000 criminal arrests. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, for 4 long years before I took office, the last administration allowed the cartels and their operatives to frankly take over our country, to freely infiltrate America and all the communities nationwide. Along with transnational gangs, these groups have unleashed more bloodshed and killing on American soil than all other terrorist groups combined. These are the worst of the worst. It should now be clear to the entire world that the cartels are the ISIS of the Western Hemisphere, in addition to their monstrous violence, such as cutting off heads, burning their enemies alive, and burning innocent people alive, too, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
The cartels control large swaths of territory. They maintain vast arsenals of weapons and soldiers, and they use extortion, murder, kidnapping to exercise political and economic control. Thank you very much, Joe Biden, for allowing that to happen.
Oh God, he's gonna keep on going. You guys want to see the rest of this clip? It's breaking news. Trump takes questions from reporters amidst East Wing demolition. Like I said, we always try to take at least about 2 minutes, not much more. I try to resonate the content because we try to get a lot of information stacked over here. Do your boy a favor if you appreciate the content. All you gotta do is double tap that screen to get those likes up. I got more that I gotta give you, and we gotta get it all out right now. So I got some strikes that we gotta talk about. The strikes that we have to talk about real quick, excuse me. It's an alert. Yes, we got some breaking strikes on these boats that he's talking about, and they're really hitting them pretty hard. You know, we got a lot of people on both sides. There are some people that are celebrating what's going on with these D-rug boats. I can't say it. And then there's other people that are saying, why don't we just arrest and detain these guys due to the fact that we know what they're doing? What do you guys think? I really want to know what you guys think. Do you think that the best course of action is to arrest and detain? Or do you think that to blow them to smithereens is the best way to go about it? Because this guy here, boy, I don't want to laugh, but woo!
The U.S. is launching its 8th strike on a suspected drug trafficking boat,
Boom,
this time in the Pacific Ocean. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth says 2 narco-terrorists were killed in this one. No U.S. forces hurt. He says the boat was operated by a designated terrorist organization. National correspondent Griff Jenkins with me here now in Washington. Hi, Griff.
It's like now you see it, now you don't, right?
Hi, Aisha. And you know, it is the 8th strike that we've seen since the beginning of September, but it's the first in the Eastern Pacific, just off the coast of Colombia. The previous 7 strikes were all in the Caribbean. Now, Secretary of War
They're basically like, oh, you want to try to go a different route? Boom! Boom! They're like, you sank my battleship. I don't mean to laugh, but if that was D-Rugs on that boat, womp, womp, womp. I'm sorry.
Hegseth says the vessel was struck yesterday while being operated allegedly by a designated terrorist organization, posting this video you see here and adding this. The vessel was known by our intelligence to be involved in illicit narcotics smuggling, was transiting along a known narco-trafficking transit route and carrying narcotics. There were 2 narco-terrorists aboard the vessel. During the strike, which was conducted in international waters, both terrorists were killed and no U.S. forces were harmed in this strike. Narco-terrorists intending to bring poison to our shores will find no safe harbor anywhere in our hemisphere, just as Al-Qaeda waged war on our homeland. These cartels are waging war on our border and our people. There will be no refuge or forgiveness, only justice. That message pretty clear there, Aisha. Now, the 2 casualties brings the death toll from all the strikes to 34 people. And it comes as President Trump asserts that the U.S. is engaged in a, quote, armed conflict with drug cartels. But Aisha, there's a lot of unanswered questions here.
I mean, there's no way I can be hired for that position. Hi, Papi, ven aquí. Yeah, what's going on? Hey, what happened? Oh, I got a job I want you to do for me. What's the job you got? You're going to make a lot of money, Papi. I'm going to make a lot of money. What I got to do? All you got to do is drive the boat. What boat you want me to drive? Oh, the one that go. Are you crazy? I know, Papi. You can give me $1 million. I mean, I'll take the job. I don't care. That'll be me in any language. I don't know what they telling these other people. It ain't worth it. Oh, we got some stealth paint that we put on the boat so it can't be detected by the plane. Ooh, man, listen, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it at all. Let's get on over to Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. You know we're talking about Tish James. Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. Hercules. Hercules. That's the remix, y'all. Let's go. You know, she had to go to court, and she got her luggage coming out the crib and all of that. She got she got the man coming over there to open the door for her. I think this is the Brooklyn house that she actually lives in. Why are you taking all of this luggage and stuff, Tish? Are you going to Virginia to go to court or something? Yes, she actually is. Let's go, y'all. Come on, let's do it. New York AG Letitia James is heading to court for a mortgage fraud hearing, says the New York Post. Sherman's having relations.
Good morning, Miss James.
You know, when it's on, they'll meet you at the crib. They be like, oh yeah, that's where she live at? We're going to the crib.
Ms. James, do you have any comments
Thanks,
with
guys.
the ICE raid happening downtown? Does the AG's office have any opportunity to do any?
We sent out information. We need video. Thank you.
Now, I got to tell you two comments that stood out to me very strongly. One said that luggage was full of ho-hos. Don't believe me? Go look it up. And then another one said, well, it said something about when she got inside the truck went down on the side she was on. Oh my God! So he's struggling to bring out the luggage full of ho-hos. Yeah, I'm telling y'all don't believe me? Go look at the comments and you'll see what I'm talking about, because that's exactly what they said right there too. Okay, you guys, actually now it's time. Now I don't want to get into jokes, no jokes. Time to really go ahead and get into it, because basically now we got the Attorney General Letitia James. She basically did go and she pled not guilty to mortgage fraud and endorsed this Zohran Mamdani as the new mayor of New York. Let's get a little bit serious right here. I know I make a lot of jokes and say Sherman's having relations. I always talk about her resemblance to Mother Clump, and I always tell her, look, maybe not 3 million, but you may be able to get at least 300,000 to 400,000 if you contact Eddie and just do another movie. Say, look, this time just give me a discount. I need the money. And just go play your role as Mother Clump. And you probably can play about 4 or 5 different characters as well. We don't know the other roles that you play. Let's go.
Live from Fox 5, welcome to the News Block. And here are the top stories on the news block. The day before early voting begins, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries throws his support behind Democratic frontrunner Zohran Mamdani in the race for New York City mayor. But first, New York Attorney General Letitia James pleading not guilty in a federal mortgage fraud case. Good afternoon, I'm Richard Giacovas. Thanks for joining us for the news block. Today marks the Attorney General's first court appearance in this case after being indicted earlier this month by President Trump's Justice Department. Fox 5's Antoine Lewis is in the newsroom following all the latest developments. Hey, Antoine.
Richard, Letitia James has been in many courtrooms before. Generally,
yes, I do agree. We are cooked and mom dummy. Everybody in the comments is talking about this. Y'all are all right. Y'all know what the hell y'all talking about.
trying cases. This appearance today, however, was as the defendant. 67-year-old New York Attorney General Letitia James appeared at a federal courthouse in Norfolk, Virginia this morning. She was greeted by applause, which you can hear right there. The AG pleaded not guilty to 2.
I want y'all to see it until you can't unsee it. Sherman's having relations. Hercules. Do you think I'm lying? Look deep within your soul. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Felonies, bank fraud, and making false statements to a financial institution. James bought a house back in Virginia in 2020. The indictment alleges that she never intended the home to be a primary residence, as stated on the loan paperwork, but used it as a rental property instead. Prosecutors say that James would have likely had to have paid a higher mortgage interest rate had she done so, and that listing the property as an investment. James and her supporters, however, say that this case is political retribution by President Trump, because she brought a civil fraud case against him and the Trump organization last year. This was before he was reelected, and Letitia James actually won that case. She addressed this after the hearing was over. Take a listen.
This justice system, which has been used as a tool of revenge and a weapon against those individuals who simply did their job and who stood up for the rule of law.
An initial trial date has been set for January 26. It is expected to last about 2 weeks. Attorneys for the government say they plan to call between 8 to 10 witnesses. That's the very latest from the news.
I tell you guys one thing. If y'all don't agree with one thing, she got some double-decker soup coolers on her, boy. She go ahead and stir up some soup and blow on the spoon. By the time that wind blows, that damn thing gonna have ice on it. It's gonna be an ice pop soup sickle. I don't care. I'm black. I got lips too. I can make fun. I can make jokes about black folk. I might be able to actually do just a whole stand-up on Letitia James, because boy, do I got so much I got a whole bunch on her. Let's get on. I got to look at my eyes. I'm over here tearing and laughing and stuff. Y'all looking at me like, what the hell is going on with this fool? All right, let's go on over to Colombia. The Colombian president basically threatens Trump with the cartels and intensifiers. Oh my God! Let me let them tell y'all this, because I'm halfway still laughing. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let's get on over to these threats that this fool's making.
In a shocking interview, Colombia's President Gustavo Petro was caught musing about getting rid of President Trump, as Trump's crackdown on South American drug cartels intensifies in the Caribbean, and tensions in the region are rising.
Su misión no es cambiar a Trump, ¿no? Su
What
misión
up? What up,
es
Mike?
buscar la mejor negociación posible para los millones de colombianos que dependen de esos empleos y de esa
La humanidad
economía.
tiene una primera salida y es cambiar a Trump. De diversas maneras. Puede ser por el mismo Trump, la más fácil. Si no, sácala a Trump.
What is the latest on Trump's armed conflict with South American drug cartels, and which countries are involved? Here's everything you need to know.
The goal of the United States is to really have, let me use this term, regime change in Venezuela.
President Trump has made waves in Latin America after the commander-in-chief directed the U.S. military to target and wipe out more than half a dozen drug-smuggling vessels at
Christ, you
sea
seen that one?
in coordinated strikes. It started in August when President Trump secretly authorized the U.S. military to use force against Latin American drug cartels, classified as foreign terrorist organizations. One of the gangs included in the classification list was Tren de Aragua, one of Venezuela's most dangerous criminal organizations. In a show of force to combat the cartels, which Trump blames for flooding American communities with fentanyl and other illicit drugs, the administration sent U.S. warships into Venezuelan waters.
When you come out and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that and you'll be reading about that.
While Trump has been critical of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's leadership and even placed a $50 million bounty on the dictator's head.
You guys know what's going on with that. He was talking a lot of crap. Now Trump said he's ready to give me everything. He called me the other day saying, I'll give you everything. You want my wife? Just please don't come after me no more. Got this fool in Colombia acting stupid. I think they need to straighten up and fly, all right? Don't send no more ships over here, man. Y'all better make some tunnels underground. Go under the sea, find a whole nother way to try to get it over here. Because, ooh, how you going to get away from that bang splash that we just saw? Trying to drive in that boat. Somebody said it was a fishing boat, LOL. Y'all know it wasn't. Y'all know what was on that boat. Y'all know what was on there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Now, we got, what's this? Oh yeah, they mad about this. Trump to quadruple the Argentine beef supply while the U.S. ranchers fume. I don't have to deal with this situation, y'all do. I don't eat that stuff anyway because I don't like to eat animals, so yeah, I don't deal with that crap. So yeah, let's go. Call me what you want, but yes, I'm vegan. Don't eat it. But to each his own. See, I never try to push it on y'all.
Pushed to lower beef prices at the supermarket, the Trump administration is allowing 4 times more Argentine beef into the U.S., and American ranchers aren't happy. The U.S. is raising the cap on low-tariff Argentine beef to 80,000 metric tons, making it cheaper to bring in. That's happening as beef prices hit record highs in the States, driven by tight cattle supplies and strong demand. But hiking imports has angered U.S. ranchers, who largely supported Trump in his campaigns for president. They say the government should back U.S. producers and that increased imports threaten their livelihoods. Meanwhile, Argentina's beef industry is celebrating the move. Exporters say the expanded quota opens a major trade opportunity, especially as Brazilian competitors face steep new tariffs.
Yeah, so y'all, whoever eat meat and beef and all of that, y'all probably seen it in the supermarkets. I don't myself, but again, I still got a report, but I don't like it. And woo, that was a real rough one there for me, seeing the little pretty cows go like that and knowing they're going to wind up like that, even though I know y'all say, oh, beef is so good, it's so succulent, I can't stop. Bugatti, how you do it? You got to do it, especially if you're not trying to get diabetes and be sick and live and go through what my mom and the rest of my family did. You have to change your diet, especially when you get to a certain age, you guys. I encourage that. But yes, That's going on with beef. I'm not going to try to encourage you guys to be vegan like myself. It's really hard. Potatoes and trying to get your, you know, your proteins and and things from other means, but it helps you when you digest, and as well as keeps me on my toes. But yo, you guys, y'all can do what y'all want to do, and I hope you live well and live very long. That's why I always try to tell you guys at least to drink water and get that sun. You need that sun to get that rejuvenation on you. No matter if you're white or black, trust me, it makes your skin feel much better. And that vitamin, you know what that vitamin is. I ain't gonna say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's get on over to Florida, where the growing concerns in South Florida's government shutdown, just creating waves in the federal workforce. What's going to happen? November 1st is among us. Not only is EBT food stamps is about to have a problem, what's going to happen to the government workers that's supposed to get paid at the first of the month?
Federal employees will miss their first full paycheck today as the second longest government shutdown in American history drags on.
Yesterday, the Senate rejected 2 proposals to pay some essential government workers during the shutdown. Local 10's Christina Vasquez joins us live as some people don't have their paychecks today. Christina.
And we heard that from federal workers, all of this really taking a toll. I mean, for so many of our viewers, you would understand that, especially as...
At the wrong place, too. The airport, you don't want flight attendants and like air traffic control people not to come to work. That's why we're having the problems that we're having now.
You come to the end of the month, right? You have everything from your rent or your mortgage to car payments, insurance. If you have children, they have their extracurricular activities. Maybe you're even paying for aftercare or before care because you're working, and you're working unpaid. Well, Feeding South Florida is trying to help with at least one need, which also relates to food. We all know how expensive groceries are. Now imagine you are counting those pennies and you're not quite sure how you're going to put food on the table. The aim is to help our neighbors. We're talking about hundreds of local families that are being impacted by this federal government shutdown.
True, man. I got to let that see.
We know there's a need out there with the shutdowns.
An act of kindness in motion this morning at Miami International Airport.
It means a lot, you know, we're not getting paid right now.
As Feeding South Florida work to meet the needs of local families.
I'm very grateful that they're doing this for us.
I can go down here and get fruits and vegetables, and then go inside the door over there, and they have eggs and milk and some meat for you.
Thank you.
And I guarantee, this is the part I might just cry about because I'm a punk. Because guess what? I bet you some of those people are Democrats and some of those people are Republicans. And everybody's helping each other. So why can't we do it all in another category? Let me say that again. I guarantee you some of those people are Democrats, some of those people are Republican, some of those people are independent, but look at how they're working with each other because they have to help each other. Same way reason why we made this platform, for everybody to be able to come to get information. We can debate, but we can also have results. Look at the results of these Democrats and Republicans right here looking out for each other. Look. Bipartisan.
Impacted by the ongoing federal government shutdown.
Many of those federal employees are still going to work, still at TSA, still at immigration.
It's to keep people safe.
Love is still here.
Without pay.
Look, love is still here.
Here we are, still coming to work, showing up. We're here for the mission.
Due to a man-made crisis, they're not getting paid and they're struggling to put food on the table.
A lot of us have kids and they're still going to school and they still need their incidentals and everything, so it can get difficult for everybody.
Yeah, tell your kid that you ain't got it. Tell your kid that they can't have breakfast. I bet you that's a whole nother look when you're looking at your kid in the face talking about, oh, we can't eat today. You imagine that? Imagine telling your child, I'm sorry, we don't got, y'all already know. Y'all got to go outside and, how you doing? Be outside like this. Excuse me, sir. How you doing, baby? You gonna do something strange for a little bit of change when them little kids is in the crib hungry. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all gotta get that food on the table. And ain't no, who gonna talk bad about you? It's your crib. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. I'm not encouraging nothing like that, but you know what I'm talking about. So, and get out there, bang a nail. Get out there, do something you ain't never do before. Go work at, Dollar General. Stock some shelves. Man, when them kids is crying, that's like babies in a nest like this. They need that worm and they don't care how you went and flew and did what you had to do to bring it back. It is what it is. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really appreciate it if we can get those numbers up right there, because we're looking kind of crackheadish. And I can feel it. Not supposed to be moving like that, y'all. As a matter of fact, do me a favor. If you look at those numbers, you see that they're not making any sense with those numbers. And I know y'all like the show. And where we about to go with it right now, we really about to go there. I'm not even going to hold it up anymore. If y'all appreciate the content that you're about to see, hell with what we just saw, I want you guys to double tap that screen and get those likes up, because now we got to get into this. Check this out. I want you to see this first.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works.
This is the voice of former President Ronald Reagan, just in case you guys don't know.
But only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker and consumer. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. America's jobs and growth are at stake.
So as you guys can see, Ontario made that commercial. Oh boy. Ooh, Donald Trump ain't happy about that. He wasn't happy about that. I'm gonna show you guys right here. I told you, you know how we do it. Sometimes we stack the deck and we got a story behind the story. Check this out. I want you guys, this right here. He wasn't too happy about that after they made that commercial.
All right, trade talks coming to an end between the U.S.
Trade talks come to an end immediately after that commercial.
In Canada, President Trump posting to Truth Social last night that he is terminating all deals with our neighbors to the north. This after the government of Ontario released an anti-tariff ad featuring former President Ronald Reagan.
High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and
I guess Trump saw it and heard it.
collapse.
Okay, so with us now, former White House press secretary and Fox News contributor, Ari, welcome to you. This is getting a lot of attention. What did you make of President Trump's response, especially this one on Truth Social today? Canada cheated and got caught. They fraudulently took a big buy ad saying that Ronald Reagan did not like tariffs, when actually he loved tariffs for our country and its national security. Ari, your thoughts?
Well, that ad by the province of Ontario, it's not the government of Canada, the country. It's one isolated province led by a real anti-Trump premier. That ad was wrong. I mean, it totally took what Ronald Reagan said out of context, distorted his remarks. President Reagan was always clear about the importance of fair trade and that trade has to be reciprocal. I remember when I was in office, we had huge trade disputes with Canada over softwood lumber and over fishing rights off the coast of Maine. So disputes with Canada are a long-standing thing. Canada has not engaged in fair practices with the United States. So President Trump, as typical, is flexing. He's throwing the strength down and saying, get that ad off the air, and we're not talking to you, and you need to fix this.
Well,
that's basically what it is. I just want you guys to see what it was. Somebody said, what does retaliation do for us? Nothing. Nothing. It ain't really doing nothing. Nothing. It ain't. Y'all right. Y'all right about that. You guys are right. I got to get into this other thing real quick. I want you guys to see this. Is this the one I wanted you guys to see? No. Yeah, all right. Ooh, no. You know what? I got some money stuff I want you guys to see first. Yeah, I think this was something that I slipped in here. This is the cargo thieves that intercept truckloads of goods along the supply chain. I want you guys to see what's going on out here. Check this out real quick.
It looks at a significant factor in the rising costs of goods, cargo theft. The Sheriff's Department in San Bernardino County, California says it's broken up a ring of thieves that stole millions of dollars in cargo through a scheme that involved legitimate trucking companies. Carter Evans learned how this type of highway robbery hurts businesses and consumers.
If you're inside, come out with your hands up.
With a show of force, investigators made their move in Bell, California.
Please search warrant! Make yourself known. We know you're in there.
Hidden in these warehouses, about $1 million of stolen goods, household items, medicine, and beauty products. Lieutenant Dave Navarro investigates cargo theft with the California Highway Patrol.
Several pallets of Alba sunscreen.
Cargo theft accounts for up to $35 billion in losses in the U.S. every year, often while products are in transit.
People,
and we got to pay for it.
Obviously, are driving the freeways and they see commercial trailers up and down the freeway all day long, but no one really knows if that is a stolen load that they're driving next to, and or if it's just going from point A to point B.
Highly visible retail thefts get a lot of attention, but losses from cargo theft cost everyone. Who's ultimately paying for this?
Oh, consumers. The loss to the businesses are temporary. All they're going to do is increase their prices, and then who pays for it is the consumers.
Lieutenant Navarro says many cargo heists look like legitimate transactions. Thieves first steal a business's identity, then trick shippers into handing over entire container loads. That's how Utah-based Ari Bikes lost a truckload of almost 350 bikes.
It was a brand new e-bike that we had just launched.
Tyler Cloward is director of product development. And someone got between you and that trucker.
The company who signed up to take this load, bring it up to us, they were actually impersonating a legitimate trucking company's email. It looked completely real, everything checked out.
Trying to get the word out, looking for these bikes. So he put out a call for help online, and the biking community came through. A local shop sent him this video of a man bringing one in looking for parts.
I immediately called the sheriff's department and go, hey, there's a guy with our stolen product. We have this. We really appreciate it. We were able to recover most of these bikes.
He got most of them back, but is still finding listings for the remaining bikes.
Man, this story can keep on going on. I'm telling you guys, stuff like this is happening rampantly, especially when you got situation where people are not making money and it's getting hard out here for a pimp. And when you're trying to get the money for the rent, and the first is coming, y'all. The first is right there, like, how you doing? Come on, let me get that from you. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you, we stacking the deck this morning. I'm not trying to just give you one sort of information, trying to bring it in and reel it in the right way. Let's keep on. This sucks right here, but I gotta do it. We got these details right here that reveal after a probe into illegal, what's this? Illegal immigrant allegedly behind the deadly California truck crash. There's been 2 more ever since this happened. And this last one was, oh man, it was just a bad situation altogether.
Fox's Bill Malugin is in our West Coast newsroom with all the details on that. And a new crash in California at the hands of another illegal alien. Bill, this is disturbing.
It is, Laura. A senior official in the Florida Attorney General's office tells me they've wrapped up their initial investigation into the Indian illegal alien truck driver who killed 3 people in a crash in Florida back in August. And the results of that probe are startling to say the least. I'm told that Harjinder Singh failed his commercial driver's license exam 10 times in just a 2-month span between March and May of 2023. Additionally, I'm told he failed his air brakes exam twice, and that the Washington State
They're like Fire Marshal Bill after a scene.
Company who gave him his behind-the-wheel training attested he could speak English proficiently when he couldn't. Now, still, State of Washington gave Singh a CDL, as did the state of California.
Now notice how when that happened, you guys saw that happen, you saw the car go into that, his face is just stone cold regular, like he don't even care. And then 2 more people.
He is now charged with killing 3 people in Fort Pierce, Florida, after making an illegal U-turn on a highway while he was behind the wheel of a semi-truck. Meanwhile, the Indian illegal alien behind the wheel of this deadly semi-truck crash that killed 3 people here in Southern California on Tuesday has now been charged with 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter with gross negligence and 1 count of DUI causing injury.
I want you guys to understand that last one was crushed. That was crushing. It was crushing. You understand what was going on there? That was people in cars.
DHS confirms Jashanpreet Singh was caught and released at the southern border by the Biden administration back in March of 2022, and Fox can confirm California did give him a commercial driver's license. Now, in a statement to Fox, we just got this a short time ago, California Governor Gavin Newsom's office says in part, quote, This is a tragic situation, but the federal government needs to look within before they cast blame outside. The federal government approved and renewed this individual's federal employment authorization multiple times, which allowed him to obtain a commercial driver's license in accordance with federal law. Now,
someone said he didn't even slow down. I don't know if you guys saw in the beginning of this story, they said he failed his air brakes test 10 times. Air brakes are necessary to slow down or at least stop. And they go at a high rate. Imagine that truck going 75 miles per hour. You know what that is? What type of pressure and what type of force that is going down the road?
Laura, it was the Biden administration that gave Singh his initial work permit. And having a federal work permit certainly doesn't entitle anyone, let alone an illegal immigrant, to have a CDL.
Well, how about 62,000 of them? What do you mean, Bugatti, 62,000 of them? How about there were 62,000 CDL licenses handed out in that state? Y'all ready? Let's go. Think I don't do my homework.
Another deadly truck crash involving an illegal immigrant driver. Police say that the 21-year-old Indian national was on drugs, never even touched his brakes before he caused a fiery crash that killed 3 people in Southern California on Tuesday. He was released into the United States during the Biden administration after crossing the southern border illegally. That was back in 2022. Reaction from acting ICE Director Todd Lyons in moments, but first to our William LaJeunesse, who's following the stories live in Los Angeles. That video, William, is nothing short of horrific.
Yeah, he never slowed down. But John, you know, many of these incidents never make national news. Remember the Oklahoma Highway Patrol? They arrested 125 illegal immigrants driving big rigs at a single checkpoint. 85% had a commercial driver's license the feds said they never should have had. Just like this driver, as you mentioned, Jashanpreet Singh, an Indian national arrested Tuesday on 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. He's in court later today. The crash happened outside LA. Singh, on an 18-wheeler, slams into the back of an SUV before plowing into multiple other vehicles in the same lane, then crashing into those 2 trucks on the shoulder.
The driver was transported for injuries to a local hospital, and at the hospital he was arrested for driving under the influence of drugs.
Singh's not alone. A few months ago in Florida, you remember this illegal immigrant with a California CDL killed 3 during an illegal U-turn. Then California also gave a CDL to this semi-driver who killed a motorist in Texas. The trucker only spoke Mandarin. And check out this post last week from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy of a foreign driver headed into oncoming traffic.
Whoa.
You are going the wrong way down the freeway. You are committing a felony right now. Okay, what you say?
So now listen to the U.S. driver again try to communicate in plain English what to do next.
Turn your hazard lights on for one. Turn your hazard lights on now. Your hazard lights, your blinkers. Your blinkers, turn your hazard lights on. They're on, okay.
So the federal audit found California had issued 62,000 CDLs to drivers who entered illegally, John, or do not have a permanent legal status.
How the hell was he on the road? You guys saw it play out right there in front of you. And he said the 62,000, so I wasn't making it up. Let's get on over to Washington, where Trump says the Mexican and Colombia are run by them gangs and vows an all-out crackdown. Uh-oh, Mexico and Colombia. Guess what? Remember that crap that y'all was talking? Oh, no, that ain't the one. Oh, no, we did that already. Yeah, let's get over to some good stuff. Let's get over to some cheating. Yeah, let's get to the cheating, you guys. Because I know you guys want to know about this NBA ring and what's really been going on. That's enough about overseas and the boom, boom, boom. That's enough boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's enough boom, boom, boom. Let's get on over to the cheating expert who reveals the tech behind the arrest of former NBA players for the illegal gambling ring that they was putting together. Oh, Gilbert Arenas, you wrong for snitching on these boys.
The sprawling FBI probe into mafia-linked gambling and sports rigging schemes is sending shockwaves across the NBA and
allegedly
across the United States. You're looking right now at the high-tech cheating technology that federal officials alleged was used to rig poker games, an X-ray poker table to see through face-down cards, a manipulated shuffling.
So what's really going on here? Bugatti said real quick. You got a whole bunch of influential people that know NBA players. You know what? The NBA players got a lot of money. You know what? Everybody in this room, me, Luigi, Rebecca, Casey, we get together, we set up a card game, we're sitting down, but that fish does not know he's the guppy. Whoever that NBA player is, whoever those NBA players are, don't know that we got the table rigged and we already got the game set up for that so that we can win. And guess what? Let's reverse this. I'm gonna get everybody out of it. I was just using examples because we ain't doing nothing like these guys. We're just making an example. Let's go. I'm sorry you guys just had to use some names as examples just so you guys can understand what we're talking about here.
Machine to predict who gets the best hand, used officials say to steal millions from victims. Joining us now is casino game protection and cheating expert Sal Piasanti. Sal, an X-ray table, card reading chip trays, rigged shuffling machines. I didn't know this stuff existed. I guess I'm not surprised, but I didn't know it existed. Can you explain how any of this equipment is used?
I can explain all of it. The X-ray table, that's just a table that has cameras built into it that look upward at the cards. It can actually see through the green felt, so you can use any of cards. As long as the cards lie above the camera can see what that card is and then transmit it. The shuffle machines, we just did a special on YouTube and where a shuffle machine was hacked. What happens is the Deckmate 2 has a camera in it. And what that camera does, it notifies the casino or the dealer or the house if a card is missing. Also, if you took a deck of cards and put it into that machine, the cameras know every card and can actually sort that deck out and put it back in order for you for the next day or the next play.
Wow.
Well, the cheaters came up with ways of utilizing that camera as well to know what cards are being dealt and who's getting them. And that shuffle machine is altered to transmit to an earpiece to tell the people who are going to win. Also, there are machines that were also designed to do a false shuffle, where when the cheaters put the deck into the machine, it sounds like the cards are being shuffled, but they're not.
Wow.
And then as far as the analyzer, the tray, this has been around for a long time. It's not new by no means. If you want to see a quick example of it, it can be built into the tray or built into a cell phone. And basically what happens is this. You can take this deck of cards. Well, first of all, this is a regular phone. It looks like a regular phone. Put your SIM card in it, and it acts like a regular phone. But when I put in a code, now it becomes a cheating phone. So let's go to Texas Hold'em. How many players? Let's say you can name any amount. We'll say 3 to keep it easy. 3 players. And I'm going to put this on loud so you can hear it. So I'm going to put it on speaker.
Okay.
And now it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So when this deck of cards right now is shuffled, it could be in a shuffle machine. It doesn't make a difference. When the dealer takes them out and cuts them, listen to the phone. 3-2. That means right now, seat 3 is going to win. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ace 5 is winning. Here's your burn. There's your flop. 2 pair. Burn, flop, burn, and C3 wins.
You guys see it. There's technology out there for everything. The phone. I got 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the cheat. I got 2 phones. Come on, y'all, double up. Come on now, y'all know y'all gotta give your boy double tap on that screen because you wasn't gonna get that information from anywhere else but our bottom line. If you're interested, go ahead. Let's get those numbers up over there to let more people know what we got going on over here. Utter disbelief. Sports betting indictment players. So now we know how they were doing it. Let's get to who was doing it. Ooh, they was getting out here with these guppies like, hey guys, I'm in the NBA. Would you like to come to one of our games? And then got the blah, 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 blah. The fish coming to play with all the money and had them all set up from the gate.
We begin tonight with that massive federal sports gambling investigation that is now rocking the world of professional basketball just as the season begins. 3 current and former
crazy,
NBA
right,
players
Casey?
and a current coach are among the more than
Southeast,
30
that's
people
crazy,
indicted in
right?
2 probes involving 4 of the New York
Yo,
City
Nikki, that
Mafia
was
families.
Nick Love, right?
The players involved are Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups,
Got him.
and former Cleveland player Damon Jones. Police arrested them this morning.
So Damon Jones, he got caught for leaving the game early because that's what they bet on. You know there was other ways to play if you don't get over 20 points. Whole lot of stuff. So everybody was in on this in many different ways. Sports betting as well. If you got to connect to the player, you can slay her. You can do what you want to do to get that bread.
One scheme allegedly involves sports betting using insider NBA information. The other, underground rigged poker games across the country that the feds dubbed Operation Royal Flush. The FBI director says it all involved tens of millions of dollars in theft, fraud, and robbery. And prosecutors say these defendants have now been dealt their losing hand.
My message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this. Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that.
The NBA announced today Rozier and Billups have been placed on immediate leave. In a statement today, the league said it is taking these allegations with utmost seriousness, and the integrity of the game remains its top priority. Now, integrity is what is at the heart of these allegations in insider trading, dubbed nothing but bet.
Players and associates allegedly used inside information to manipulate prop bets.
Jessica Tish, a.k.a. my neck threw up. Call me what you want.
On major sports betting platforms. They placed wagers on unders on players to score less, rebound less, assist less, using information that was not yet public. In some instances, players altered their performance or took themselves out of games to make sure that those bets paid out.
See?
Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier is tied to that case. In one example from March of 2023, when Rozier was playing with the Hornets, prosecutors say he told his co-defendants that he would leave a game early with a supposed injury. They then placed, those co-defendants, more than $200,000 worth of bets on his performance not being so hot that night. It's also believed that at least one fraudulent bet was involved. It was placed involving LeBron James. Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups is accused of being part of an illegal poker ring. He is accused of playing in rigged games backed by the mafia. This cheating scheme allegedly relied on high-tech technology.
So yeah, we brought it all the way back around, but we know more than you, boo, because we know how the tables work as well. Ha ha! Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. It ain't over. It ain't over. Thought y'all ain't like the beat. Party ain't over. Groove me. Baby. Tonight. Let's keep going, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one. Yeah. Bass. Bass. White lines. Blow away. Remember that right there? Something like a phenomenon, baby. Something like a phenomenon. Cause white lines. Yeah, some real white lines here. Can you trust your mechanic? Well, American Airlines sure can't. Because we got this information that reveals that stuff, bricks of it, was found hidden in American Airlines, stashed by the mechanics. Oh yeah, they had it rigged up, y'all. Check this out. Ooh, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Bass. Bass.
An American Airlines mechanic has been convicted of smuggling cocaine through JFK Airport.
These guys had established a system to use American Airlines as their drug mule to move in $250,000 worth of cocaine on every single flight. Now, there was no dogs, there was no nervous person going through customs or going on to the airplane or going through security at the airport. None of that. They were hiding it on the aircraft. And it reminds me of a time when I used to fly exclusively South America. I would often ask the guys I was flying with, because I always like to play through scenarios in my head, I would say, how much cocaine do you think you've actually been involved in transporting? And sometimes they would look at me like I'm crazy, and I would say, we have 100 tons of cargo on this 747, and all we're doing is South America runs from all parts of South America.
Right.
Do you really think you've never moved any cocaine at all? Like zero? Your top 3 biggest producers of cocaine in the world are Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, and of course other countries that have people getting involved in transportation like Brazil, Ecuador, Venezuela, although they are more on the distribution side. Some of those countries I fly to regularly, sometimes not so much. The only one that I haven't been to is Venezuela, which I really want to go, and probably the reason I really want to go is because I dated a girl that was from Venezuela, and she said, no, you can never go to Venezuela because it's very dangerous. And if you know me, you know the one thing to get me to do something is tell me that I can't or I shouldn't do it.
Me too.
And so now I just have to do it. So it's something where I really want to go to.
Come on.
But other than Venezuela, all these countries have a lot of air traffic from their country directly to the U.S. And I think it's very important to point out this because I spent a lot of time in South America. Even though some of these countries are involved in the drug business, 99.9% of the people have nothing to do with it, and they hate.
That's something to think about. And being a pilot, that's a really good question. You can't ask a lot of people questions like that, but pilot to pilot, how much D-rugs do you think that you actually transported? What do you mean? Yeah, man, we only fly south. Come on now, you know you done transported something. I know some females that came to it. Well, I can't tell on that because that's recent. Anyway, let's keep on going, you guys, because I don't want to tell nobody business. We got to get on over to Chicago, where one Chicagoan says this is how Mayor Brandon Johnson has their citizens living while giving the illegals everything. Somebody that you guys might think, as well as myself, because I hear it a lot, you guys say that I should probably be a politician, and I also agree in certain times. But also, I look at other people and say, I think they should be politicians too because of the active care that they actually have.
We are over here on 22nd and Surmat and Clark.
This is how our citizens are living while illegals are getting all the help. This is in Chicago, guys. You know, we go everywhere.
I saw y'all out here, and I wanted to know, because I'm seeing that y'all sleeping out here, right? And with the problem I have, with, have y'all received any help from the city or tried to get any help from the city? They promised housing?
He's asking the homeless, you guys have any help from the city? You know, the problem that I'm having is the fact that I see all of the illegal immigrants getting housing. And he says the city has promised them housing, but they never heard from them.
I ain't got it. You said they promised housing, but I ain't got it. Everybody gave girl. Can I, is it any way I can talk? You mad talking?
You have like a number or something like you.
So he said.
How long? When did you start? When did you go get housing? When did you like apply?
Oh no, they came out here.
They came out here? Yeah. What year? Was it like some months ago? This year?
Months ago.
And what they say? They were working on housing?
Yeah, they said we'll come back around and let you know where you at and let you know what things going on. So I went and got me government phone, so maybe they can call me.
Yeah.
First step is deal with the people out.
I know. Now you got to deal with people out here. I know. So we're gonna. I see that you sitting here. I see. We're gonna try to get y'all some help. We're gonna get y'all some help. Not try. Yeah, the hot meals.
But they gave all of the hotels, all of the stuff to the illegals. I already said it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If they would have took half of that money and put it towards the veterans that were, let's do it like that if y'all want to be selective. The homeless veterans. You know how many homeless veterans there'll be? 0. Because the amount of illegal criminals illegal immigrants, that they help is astronomical. Giving them food stamps, giving them houses, giving them licenses, giving them CDL licenses, even when they were not able to actually pass the test. Damn shame, 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 shame on the past administration. Got to say it like that, you guys. I got to. We got to get on over to this this guy that was pardoned by this billionaire who was pardoned by Trump. Let's go on the other side right now. Let's keep it funky. And the Trump family, they basically had some business going on with this individual, and it seems like he got a pardon. Well, let's go there, y'all. Let's go. We got to go. We got to play all sides now. Don't get mad at me for reporting the news.
President Donald Trump pardoning cryptocurrency billionaire Changpeng Zhao. The founder of one of the world's largest crypto exchanges, Binance, Zhao pleaded guilty in November 2023 for failing to prevent his firm from being used by international criminals to launder money. Federal prosecutors argued Zhao, quote, violated U.S. law on an unprecedented scale, saying Binance processed millions of dollars of unlawful proceeds.
You remember
At the time,
Binance?
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen saying the company turned a blind eye, allowing money to flow to terrorists, cybercriminals, and child abusers through its platform. The company also agreed to pay a more than $4 billion fine. But since then, Zhao, released from a 4-month prison sentence last year, has built deep ties with people connected to the Trump family's crypto ventures and heaped public praise on the president.
I think we as an industry is very lucky that the current U.S. president is very pro crypto, and he's very smart.
And the exchange he founded has forged a lucrative partnership with the Trump-connected crypto firm World Liberty Financial, including a $2 billion deal involving the United Arab Emirates that could generate tens of millions for the Trump family and the family of the president's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, all of whom are listed on the firm's website.
All right, y'all. Oh, you only play one side of the coin. You play favoritism. Nope, I play everything that's news. We're going to keep on going forward because now we get over to the author, Michael Wolff, who's bringing Melania Trump in over the Epstein-related claims. That's right. Why is the First Lady being sued over Jeffrey Epstein? Sometimes when they say people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, no, that's not this case. This is every reaction deserves a reaction, because even if it's something not negative, you're still going to get a reaction. Case in point, you could put out a statement about yourself. Wait about an hour. Watch when that statement comes back. They're going to add so much stuff to it, and they're going to be nothing that it started with. Perfect example. Meaning, when you take somebody to court, you might have to sit on the court on the bench as well to justify your reason why you're bringing them to court. That is why this is a very strategic move that this writer is making here. He's trying to say, okay, I'll go to court, but if you get on the stand, I'll go.
Author Michael Wolff has claimed in a lawsuit that First Lady Melania Trump threatened to sue him for over $1 billion in damages if he didn't retract Jeffrey Epstein-related statements he made about her. Wolff said in the lawsuit that Melania Trump's threat to sue came over statements he made to the Daily Beast and in 3 videos published on social media, although he added some statements were incomplete phrases and were taken out of context.
Those statements being that Donald Trump met Melania Trump through Jeffrey Epstein, if they're not saying it. And I don't got to say allegedly, because it's already been stated by him on many different platforms. He basically said Donald Trump met Melania through Jeffrey Epstein. What do you guys think about that? And that's why she's suing him.
The lawsuit came on Tuesday, the deadline set by Melania Trump's lawyer for Wolff to retract statements, issue an apology, and pay damages to his client. Through his lawsuit, Wolff announced his intention to use the legal action to put the president and his wife under oath to answer questions about Epstein. Wolff conducted interviews with Epstein before his death. The lawsuit noted that Wolff never said Melania Trump was involved in any of Epstein's crimes. Among the statements the lawsuit said were true were those saying Melania Trump was very involved in Epstein's social circle, where she met her future husband, and that it was fair to question how Melania Trump fits into the Epstein story. Wolff has published a dozen books, including 4 bestsellers about the president. Author
Prayers want some of that money. Like, you know what? You done threw us under the bus enough. You trying to do that? Come on, give me some of that. Money, 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 money. No, I'm not asking for no money. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. But I would appreciate if we can get those likes up. If you appreciate the content, a lot of exclusive information, peeling back the onion on many different topics this morning, you guys. It ain't over. It ain't over. Thought you ain't like the beat. Party's not over. Excuse me. I love doing that. Come on, y'all. Let's get on over to Minnesota, where the first guilty plea in this Minnesota housing service fraud program. And look how they was doing it. They can find a way to do fraud. It can always happen. One statement I always take from movies and certain things, because they always try to put a little bit of knowledge in certain places. Put it in a book, you won't find it. So they try to put it in the movie sometime, you're going to see it. And this statement is, with great power comes great responsibility. Meaning, with the power that you're given, there's a lot of responsibility underlying that. You can be straight up and down with it, or you can be corrupt with it. Check this out with a way that these people found a way to be corrupt.
In Carol Levin's ongoing housing hustle investigation and the first guilty plea in a sweeping federal fraud case tied to Minnesota's Housing Stabilization Services Program. The charges were brought in the wake of reporting by AJ Legault and our investigative team as they exposed fake meetings, forged signatures, and taxpayer money stolen.
You have an abscess, sweetheart? What's going on with the left side of your face? You okay? God bless you. I want to pray for you right now while we're watching this show. Don't know what's going on. I apologize, you guys. This is not a funny moment at all, but I would like to pray for you right now, and you don't even know who I am, and I want to make sure that God knows and cares and knows that we care for you, and we hope that whatever's going on with the ailment with your face is getting better, and that's something that you're working on. Amen. Let's go.
AJ joins us now with the latest on this story. AJ?
Jen, a systematic and wholesale attack on Minnesota's Medicaid system. That's how federal prosecutors describe what happened inside the state's Housing Stabilization Services Program, or HSS. And now, one of the business owners at the center of our investigation is admitting guilt. Homeless, desperate, and exploited.
And to wake up freezing ice cold and having to go outside and pee, and you can't move because you're so damn cold, it sucks. It really, really sucks.
Last fall, Julie Quiros responded to this ad in a gas station bathroom promising help. A company called Liberty Plus LLC offered Housing Stabilization Services, or HSS, a Medicaid benefit to help find and maintain stable housing.
Ad in the bathroom at Holiday, like it had a pamphlet, like a flyer that said need housing, need help with housing, Housing Stabilization Services, and they put their name and their number.
Julie called, gave them her Medicaid insurance info. Then she waited for help through a freezing Minnesota winter. Help that never came.
Now watch
even
this.
as Medicaid was billed in her name.
And you're sitting there in the cold thinking, okay, any day now. And that any day never comes.
When Carol Levin began investigating HSS companies, we found Liberty Plus's website to be as hollow as their promise to help Julie. It was just filled with stock images of people named caregiver name.
I got to go back to that real quick because I make websites. This is a basic template on a website. And basically what's that telling you to do is, if you're the person that's creating this website, is to put the caregiver's name there and to put their position there. And that's what you're supposed to replicate throughout the entire site. You guys, I know that we smarter than this. I'm telling you, I don't care if I send it to you. If I send you something that's saying, hey, I want you to get on this website and this is what I want you to do. You guys better do your homework and scrub that site on your own. Do your due diligence. The same way I tell you guys to do when they always say, oh, he only watch Fox. He only watch MSNBC. He only watch BBC. Sometimes you got to get the information before you can do the investigation. So now we get this website. We find out what's going on. We look at all this crap right here. We even get even further and deeper into it, and we get to the get in touch place, and we try to actually use those phone numbers and those email addresses to see if they actually correspond. Seriously, before you invest your money and wind up like that previous bike guy who had this wrong people picking up all his bikes because he thought that they was too legit to quit. Next thing you know, and his shit got up out of there too, right? You got to be thorough with this. Come on.
Name. Following CARE's reporting, there was an FBI-led raid on Adow's home.
Got him.
He was among the 8 defendants charged in what the DOJ called the first wave of indictments. Anwar pled guilty Thursday morning to wire fraud, receiving $1.2 million in Medicaid billing as part of the conspiracy, telling his employees to bill as much as they could, and he wouldn't scrutinize the purported billable hours. Anwar's brother, Assad Adow, ran another HSS company Carol Levin investigated.
We have so much work to do. I mean, I'm being asked questions here.
Well, people say you're not doing work, that you're billing thousands of dollars for work that's not being done.
proper channels, man. I'm doing everything I am correctly.
Court filings indicate.
Nice car there. Got the nice sneakers on. Yeah, okay. He found him a little skills now. Yeah, okay. You and your brother's on it.
He too will soon plead guilty.
Uh-huh.
Anwar Adow is facing between 41 and 51 months in prison.
That's it?
Sources tell me he, quote, weaponized incompetence to...
So let me ask you guys a question. 41 months, 40 months. I know how y'all get down up in here because I asked you guys that a couple of weeks ago. They probably made about, let's say, what did they make? They said about $1 to $2 million. How many people in this chat right now? I want a thumbs up if you would go to the Yale, yes, Yale, jail, Jail, prison for 40 months for $2 million. Well, you got to split it with your brother, maybe somebody else. Would you go to jail for that long? Thumbs up if you would do it. If you gonna do the crime, if you can't do the time, keep your head up. Don't do it. All right, y'all. If y'all do the crime so y'all can get the dough, would y'all do it? Thumbs up. Because we ain't hear nothing about no restitution or them paying nothing back. Now, if y'all wouldn't do it, I want the thumbs down. Come on, thumbs down for all the people that's like, nah, I ain't doing that. It ain't worth it. And this is me. I'm on this side. I'm going to tell you why. Might get shivved while you in there. Hell with the money. Won't even be able to come home to get it. Somebody find out you got that much money in there. Or if you don't give us your money, next thing you know, and I'm not dealing with that crap. So that's my take on it. I'm going to say thumbs down. I would not do the jail time for that little bit of money. But anybody else, let me know. Thumbs up if you would do it. Thumbs down if you won't. No, I would never steal or do no crime. Okay, they are not black. They are not black. Ha ha ha. Thumbs down. Thumbs up says Billy. Billy gonna do it. Casey said maybe. Oh, Casey said maybe. Casey like, yo, depends on where it's at. If it's club fed, I'm there. Casey like, if it's club fed, he might do it, y'all. Look at Casey, y'all. Making a shank early. Somebody said I'm making a shank early as soon as I go in there. A lot always. I don't want to get poked. See, you thinking just like me. Clay says, nah, a lot of ways I don't want to get poked. He said a lot of ways I don't want to get poked. 40 mil ain't even a bit of money. Okay, y'all got some morals up in there. Some people like, you know what? That's a lot of money right there, so I might have to do that little bit of time for that dough to do the crime. Let's get on over to White Plains, where a man pleads guilty to a triple powwowing of his girl and his son and her son in Summers. I've been trying to stay away from these stories, y'all, but I got to show you guys what's going on because he deserves what he got, and I'm glad he got it.
The man behind a deadly triple shooting in Westchester County just made a plea deal that would put him behind bars for decades.
Prosecutors say Fernando Jimenez shot his girlfriend and her two sons at an apartment complex in Somers last year. One of the teen boys was killed.
Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis live in White Plains. And Marcus, some of those family members, I can't even imagine what they were thinking, but they were in court today. Marcus?
Indeed, Mike and Sade, at times they were in tears as they watched the court proceeding today. Too distraught afterwards to comment, but they do plan to make public comments during the time of sentencing. The guilty plea comes nearly a year to the day after that fatal triple shooting.
How do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty. This afternoon, Fernando Andres Jimenez Meza admitted guilt to 9 counts in all. A plea deal that sends him to state prison for decades. This was Jimenez last October in handcuffs after he was found hiding in a realtor's office in Putnam County, a dramatic ending to a manhunt that went through the night. The incident started hours earlier in an apartment complex in Somers. Jimenez shot his girlfriend Cristina Raimondi and her 2 sons in their second-floor unit. 15-year-old Michael Raimondi, a middle school student, was killed. The shooting provided fuel to the political debate over immigration after ICE disclosed the Chilean national was in the country illegally, having returned to the U.S. after being deported 20 years ago. Today, there were tears in the courtroom from friends and family of the victims as the 41-year-old pleaded guilty to murder, attempted murder, assault, and weapons charges. The judge in the case saying he accepted the plea agreement as a way to spare the family from additional emotional pain.
Terrible story right there, you guys. He got what he deserved. He should have got more. Lucky I wasn't the judge, and then lucky wasn't one of those bzzz situations, because I'm the one. Oh, the reason why we can't do the death penalty, because we ain't got nobody to pull the switch. Shit, give me the job. 2 at a time, come on. Bzzz, hot seat, damn it, let's go. Especially stuff like that. Wood chipper, and then Casey, you already know the other one, right? Wood chipper on slow. That's the ones that we pick. Lucky we ain't the government, and we ain't no security around here, because the people in my chat, woo, we real hard on the crap out here. We don't play that junk, especially with the kids. We don't play that. Do your boy a favor, I really appreciate it. Come on, y'all, let's let those numbers justify the means. We about to go up right now. We got this weather balloon that cracks a United Airlines cockpit. Yes, the windshield. Imagine you flying, the next thing you know, boom, all of a sudden the balloon, not a balloon, but a weather balloon, and you're the driver of this aircraft. I got to give him props. I have to say that this pilot was very good for what he did, safely landing this plane as well.
Tonight, a weather balloon company's mea culpa. One of its balloons likely hit that United Airlines plane flying from Denver to LA at 36,000 feet, shattering the windscreen, sending glass flying into the cockpit, and leaving one of the pilots bleeding from cuts on his arm. Passengers on board startled when the pilot something and were diverting to Salt Lake City.
It's saying, hey folks, I have some bad news. Unfortunately, the aircraft has collided with an object and shattered a window in the cockpit.
Now, Windborne Systems says the plane likely hit one of its 2.5-pound weather balloons, seen here. Writing in a statement, we are grateful that to our knowledge there were no serious injuries and no loss of pressurization. John Dean is the CEO. You believe that this was your balloon that impacted the 737?
That's correct. So given our flight telemetry data, it appears likely to us that it was a windborne balloon that struck the plane. Or rather, the plane flew into a windborne balloon.
Windborne says it's launched 5,000 weather balloons so far, each one transmitting a precise GPS signal and altitude. But somehow the plane still flew into it at 500 miles per hour.
And they're so lucky, because you guys know what happened once planes' windows shattered. That was a good window, because it could have went even further. All of the air suction and everything like that probably really could have turned into a tragic event. And yes, we thank God for keeping those lives and those people safe, as well as having that pilot having the strength and the wherewithal to securely save everybody. That's right. We pray and we thank you for the good as well as the bad. That's what we do around here. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. I got to get you over to Orlando, where these business owners were targeted by some undocumented criminals. Yeah?
But we start with a Fox 35 exclusive tonight. These 5 people accused of being a part of a Colombian crime ring busted here in Central Florida. Deputies say they posed as landscapers to get into people's homes, and they allegedly tracked their prey's every move. And this drone video shows one of the heists in real time. Thanks for joining us. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. Great to have you along this evening. We spoke exclusively with one of the victims tonight. Fox 35's Manny Martinez joins us live in Orlando. So, Manny, the woman says she is still scared about this.
Yeah, still spooked, John, because she says that she did have an idea that she was being followed. They tracked her every move, but one thing they didn't know about her was the fact that deputies were around her home watching them the entire time. They are dressed like landscapers, but Orange County deputies say they are criminals in disguise. Deputies say this drone video shows the crooks casing a home in Orlando before breaking in to steal designer shoes and handbags, each worth thousands. These pictures showed 2 suspects walking away a half hour later with bags full of Lee Trin's valuables.
The first time when I come to my house, when I saw the window break and my door open, and I feel like my heart jumped outside.
Deputies say the undocumented group of Colombian criminals specifically targeted the homes of Asian business owners. This report claims their crime spree spans Hillsborough, Osceola, and Orange counties. Deputies followed them Monday as the gang met up in Kissimmee and then drove separate cars to Orlando's heavily Asian Mills 50 neighborhood.
I don't know how they follow me. I can't even eat and sleep.
I'll tell you how they followed you. I'll tell you what's going on with that too. I'm straight up and legit. I have a lot of businesses that I know about. And if you know about the Asians and businesses like this, they don't like to bank. They don't like banks. So you know what they do a lot? They take their money home and they work from their homes. And what do criminals do? Follow them to their homes because it's more lucrative and it's much less work to hit you while you're not at home. They know your hours and everything. Be careful, you guys. Even if you got a strong safe, might need some pit bulls and some motion sensors. I know, don't want to deal with banks because you can't trust them. But at the same time, you got to be able to guard your money. Let's keep on moving over to Brooklyn, because the same way, people are getting real cunning out here, finding different ways to do all sorts of stuff. I'm asking you guys a question. Don't lie to me either. How many of you guys, I want to make sure that I'm looking at you when I ask you this question. How many of you guys are on Match.com? Tell the truth. Thumbs up if you, no, y'all not even going to tell that. They're like, no, I ain't going to tell you if I'm on Match.com. Had these people in these comments trying to come over and hook up with me. I ain't going to tell. Okay, how many of you people on Tagged? Oh, think I ain't know what Tagged is? Oh, well, how Bugatti know about Tagged? How many people you dated on Tagged? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're like, oh, Bugatti just said Tagged. Oh, my God. Yeah, how many of you guys on Tagged? Well, guess what? If you're on those dating sites, you got to remember, where you fish is what you get. Here we go. Perfect point. Already, this is me. If it was me, it would have never happened. I'm going to tell you guys right now why. In the first couple of sentences, if you know me, you know why it couldn't happen to me. You ready? Let's go. New York / Brooklyn. Dating app, meetup, turned into a unpoint robbery. Be careful on Tagged. Like I said, be careful on Tagged. And if you know me, what's the reason why y'all know that couldn't happen to me in the first sentence? If anybody know me that good, put it in the comments.
Breaking new details about how a man was robbed at gunpoint inside of his own home in Flatbush. News 12's Shakti Dennis joins us now from the scene with the very latest on this shocking story.
A terrifying encounter for a 47-year-old man last night. Police sources tell us the man was waiting for a person he met on a dating app.
Trying to get some nookie, trying to get some cookie. So he on Tag like, hey, what you doing? She like, I ain't doing nothing. You want to come over? Come on over. Let me give you my address. Boom, 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 boom. Guess what? Who shows up?
At his home on East 21st Street. But when he opened the door shortly before 9 p.m., two men dressed in all black with face masks forced their way inside. They pointed a gun to his head and forced him to lay face down on the ground. They tried to tie him up, but the man resisted. We're told one of the attackers then kicked him multiple times. The two men stole some of his personal properties and ran off. The victim was taken to the hospital with injuries, but in stable condition. This morning, tenants in the building were shocked by the news.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
Were you around last night? Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't. No. Oh my God.
Other tenants say they've raised safety concerns with management multiple times before.
From a security perspective, I think that the building could be doing a lot more for us. We've reported issues.
Whoa. What the hell are y'all talking about? That building is sitting there minding its business. That building ain't got no tagged account or no Match or Meetup or what's the other one? Grinder account to tell its address. It's not broadcasting that, hey, I got people that live inside of here that want to get freaky. The building didn't do that. Get out of here with that, trying to shift the blame to the building. Building just sitting there minding its business. All y'all living in there want to get freaky with you. With all of them tagged accounts and everything. Don't blame it on the building. You know what you could blame it on? Blame it on alcohol. Blame it on being alone. Blame it on trying to get your freak on. Don't blame it on that damn building. The building is bricks, mortar, metal. When whatever water going through the pipes, whether it's boo-boo going out or water coming in, stop all that trying to blame the damn building. We've got to get some more security around here for the building. We've been complaining to management. She must be from somewhere, Ohio or something like that. Bitch, get your ass back out of New York. Are you crazy? Man, listen, the building. Oh, God. Let me just keep on going. Let me keep on going. Let's go. Where we at? Oh, we got a thunk it on here. And we doing an extended show just to let you guys know. We ain't playing. Them numbers was cracked out yesterday. We don't play 50,000. We working. We going over to this chaos in California. All meta. Driver tries to ram through an entrance at a Coast Guard base and he got it. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. I'm talking about it sound like fireworks was going off. They lit his ass up so good. I'm talking about, oh, I can curse after 3 minutes too. They lit his ass up so good. I'm talking about fireworks on his behind. Watch this. Yeah, y'all, watch this. They lit him up like a Christmas tree. I don't know what he was thinking about, but yeah, let's rewind. Let's get this back selector. Now come with it.
More chaos in California outside a Coast Guard base in Alameda as the driver of a U-Haul tried to ram through the entrance, driving in reverse. The truck sped off, parking just a few blocks away. The driver was wounded in the stomach. His identity is still unknown, but one witness said the U-Haul was parked outside the base for much of the day. Now, this is the same spot where protesters were trying to block Border Patrol agents from getting onto the base. These so-called peaceful idiots allegedly left a security guard working for a news crew beaten and bloodied. In video obtained by the News Nation, he describes what happened.
Kept asking me where I was going and stepping in front of me.
You don't identify yourself as a Trump supporter or supporting ICE or?
I support neither.
Would you like me to call 911?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Can't play that music in the back. Probably got me already, but I wanted you guys to see what's going on. Do you see this nonsense that's happening all over? People need to really calm down right about now, because right about now, I just got to be honest with you. It just does not make sense. Let's get on over to a little bit of information. Y'all remember yesterday when we showed the Michael Jordan clip where he said, oh, I have not picked up a basketball in many years until one day I rented a house, and all of it. You guys remember that, right? He said this: I rented a house. The owner says to me, you know, I'd already paid for the house and everything. He says to me, I told my kids about you. Everybody knows about you. And they're really excited just to see you take one shot. Can you just take one free throw shot? He said, I didn't pick up a ball in years. That shot to him put him under so much stress. Guess what? We got the actual shot. We got the actual video clip. I need you guys to check this out. We got the video clip from what Michael Jordan says was the unexpected viral moment of the free throw shot that everyone was talking about when he stated that yesterday.
Jacob.
So now you look at them, they got on the 23 jersey, they all Michael Jordan out because his son been telling them about it. Meanwhile, Jordan like, I ain't pick up a damn ball in 3 years. So this is more suspense to him than actual NBA game. Check it out.
Jacob.
And he did say that he got it in, so we're going to see if he told the truth.
Where that line come from? The line used to be in. We moved it out. How? What? Look at you. Yeah, you know. Lucas, put back, buddy. Center circle? Put back. You remember the center circle? They didn't have it. Will Chamberlain used to take a drive, take off, and live. That was the free throw. So now you can't start the shot outside the center circle, and you can't break the slide until
He's actually nervous. See, he's trying to talk it through, right?
Please make it.
He said, please make it.
Pressure, man. I was nervous.
He said, I was nervous, and this is a big deal for him. Them kids over there like, yo, you're Jordan. We heard about you. Can you blah, 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 blah. And he like this. Okay, no problem. I believe I can fly. And he got it off, y'all. He got it off. Let's go over to Oregon real quick. Yes, yes, animals, all of them. We love them all. Want to know what you guys think about a donkey sanctuary that provides rest haven for humans as well as donkeys. Yes, yes, donkeys. I'm talking about donkey, like from you know what I'm talking about, right? From Shrek, yeah, like donkey from Shrek, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Check this out, you guys. Oregon Donkey Sanctuary, and what they got going on over here. I gotta tell you, it's a longer clip than what I normally show, but I like some treatment to the side of his face to help his muscles. She's already put the acupuncture in, and she's talking them through it. You see how people really care about these animals out here, y'all? She don't care about a little bit of, Get where we going with this. You understand what we got going on here. Animals, no matter which ones they are, and they always have some sort of special need for special people. All of us in this world, I believe, are special people. If you love an animal, there's nothing wrong with that. If you get something from an animal, that's even better. Love is love, you guys. Don't just try to alienate yourself to one being and one person, whatever like that. Me, I prefer XL pit bulls, like Nova and all of those pit bulls. So once I do get my sanctuary, I'm gonna do nothing but rescue XL pit bulls. Why? Because I look at them like they're being alienated and they need somebody to hold them down. So you guys, I know y'all want me to be a politician. My goal, all I want is a sanctuary and to save animals. That's my goal. And if y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is hit that link in the description. And today, you can make up to $650. You'll make some money and I will make some money too. Also, you got a business, you're trying to promote your business and get your business out there, send your promo over to us. How do you got to send it? 1080 by 1080 size frame. It has to be in that size in order to fit up on YouTube. If you don't believe me, trust me. I tried it before, wasn't lining up, they wouldn't allow it, and it wouldn't work. So make sure if you're going to send your promo over so that we can help you promote your business, it has to be in a 1080 by 1080 frame. And then we put it up. Hopefully you guys will get some more business, and then you can tell us about what you guys got going on. Also, I have a question. I want to know if you guys are ready for the show your talent search. That's right, you guys, we got it, and it's coming up in Bed-Stuy. Y'all know I don't really mess with Brooklyn like that, so I'm gonna get in and get out. I got my DJ, DJ Don Dada. We also gonna be going over to New Jersey. Then we got Totensville. We just got to get these dates lines up, and I can't wait to bring you guys the show your talent search. Now that we got everybody involved, I need to get more talent from the boroughs, more talent from the people, and stop thinking that talent is just singing. Talent is not just singing and dancing. If you know how to do something real good, that's a talent. Stop underlining yourself and stop playing yourself. A lot of people out here have different talents. You might be a talented tailor. You might be a talented seamstress. I don't know what you can do. Bring the damn dress to the liquor store. If I like it, you know what? You made that for real? Boom, $250, because talent is talent. We're not just talking about dancing. No, that's not what we're talking about. Talent. Somebody come up there cooking and that food tastes good. You know what? She just won. Boom! Talent is talent. We're not limiting talent. So guess what? Show your talent search. Your boy Bugatti NYC. That's right, the talent search right there, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. You guys, all you got to do if you want to be in a talent search, go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, first page. Hit that mailing list, put your email in there, and that's it. We're going to tell you where the location is. Once you sign up and y'all appear, you just do your thing. Let me see what you got, and if you win, boom, you're going to be the $250 winner in that borough. Then after we get everybody together, we're going to come to one location in Manhattan for one last person to put $1,000 on top of that winnings. That's right, you guys. The last person, the real winner, the exclusive final, that person right there is going to make $1,000. I can't wait. And you know we always go live from the location. We control the music now, so we in control. Last time my boy Casey come through, which one of you guys are going to come through to the Brooklyn location, to the Staten Island location, or the New Jersey location? Because that's what we're doing right now. To show your talent search, I want to see you there. I'm ready to give you $250, and let's make it happen. It's Saturday, you guys. He woke me up another day. I'm happy. Even if I got problems, guess what? I got another day to bang that nail and get it right. I'm not going to make no complaints. I'm going to just keep on moving and do what I got to do, because guess what? Problems present opportunities. And as long as I got the time, the wherewithal, and the energy to move forward, that's what I'm going to do. And I want to pray for every single person that's in this building right now. We're going to pray for liberty and justice. We're praying for Batty Lynn. Also Casey. Jeff Spilker, how you doing, my brother? Also, we got Mark Dorfman in here that we're praying for. Sky, thank you so much. You always got your glove. I appreciate you. Who else we got in this building? We got only the hood. That's right. I see you up in here. Who else we got up in the building? We got, okay, Maria. We got a lot of people up in here today. I got to pray for everybody. Nina, got to pray for Only, got to pray for Classy, got to pray for all these people in this building right here. That's Chris Smiths. 5711. And I want to make sure that you guys have a fantastic and safe day. I want to make sure that you guys are here for tomorrow because we get busy on what? Purple Sunday. Amen. That's right, you guys. And with that being said, don't let nobody stop your dreams. Never give up on what you plan on doing. Subscribe to the channel, become a member, and don't never let nobody see you sweat, baby. That's how we do it around here. Problems present opportunities. Don't give up on yourself. You got a problem? Always remember, you lucky for being able to wake up this morning. Let me get that right. You're lucky for, first of all, being able to wake up this morning. You should even thank God I got these problems, because a lot of people didn't even wake up this morning to deal with the problem. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in and chill with me on this Saturday morning, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Y'all ready? Get 'em!